Beak gave Lim Yongshin Jang's location, and Lim quickly left to prepare. The next day he took Lily shopping since his plan involved Lily. He bought her brand new clothes and he told her his plan. After they left the clothing store, they began heading to the location. Lily demanded that Lim get her 4 sets of boneless chicken and large French fries or else she wouldn't go along with his plan. Lim promised and he told Lily that she would have to follow the plan exactly how he drew it up. A while later they arrived at a hair salon. After they entered the salon, a nice lady greeted them and showed Lim one of the open seats. Lim showed the lady the haircut he wanted and she told him that she needs to trim his hair before she perms it. While the lady trimmed his hair, Lim looked around and noticed that there were a lot of toys scattered around. He asked the lady about it and she said her son was the one who made all those toys. Lily called out to Lim saying she was bored. Lim told her to sit still. However, Lily began playing with the toys that were scattered around. While straining his neck, Lim looked back at Lily saying she shouldn't play with the toys since they weren't hers and she might break them easily. But Lily, who had found a plushie of a chicken, was in love. She held the chicken plushie tightly in her arms saying she didn't know chickens were this cute. The lady told Lily that since her son makes a lot of toys, she could keep the chicken plushie. Lim thanked her for the free toy and apologized on Lily's behalf. The lady told Lim it was fine since her son could make another. Curious, Lim asked for her son's age, and she told him that her son is 13 years old. Youngshin, the son of the hair salon owner, has savant syndrome, a syndrome that appears in a very small number of people with autism, where they display an extraordinary talent in a particular field. And Youngshin's field is creating. However, because of his syndrome, he avoided talking to new people, and his social skills are low. But this is an opportunity for Lim because unlike other hunters, he plans to approach Youngshin very naturally and without a contract. His first plan in befriending Youngshin is to visit this salon as frequently as possible. As the two discussed, the lady told Lim that Youngshin is probably in his room creating something right now. Lim raised his voice a little, hoping Youngshin would hear him in his room. He apologized to the lady saying he hopes him and Lily aren't being too noisy. The lady told Lim not to worry since her son gets so focused that he blocks out all the noise. Since raising his voice didn't get Youngshin to come out of his room, Lim tried something else. Lim began spreading his mana throughout the building, and Youngshin quickly noticed. Youngshin came out of his room asking his mom if everything was okay. His mom was surprised because Youngshin rarely comes out of his room voluntarily. Lim was excited because seeing how Youngshin came out of his room after detecting his mana means he was the person he was looking for. He used the whispering technique and he told Lily to start the chicken plan. Lily quickly ran to Youngshin asking if he was the one who made the plushie. Youngshin was taken aback by Lily approaching him so suddenly. After calming down, he asked her if she wanted to know how he created them. Lily said yes, so he began explaining his creation process. After he was done explaining, Lily was left impressed, and she complimented him saying he was awesome, and Youngshin couldn't help but blush. Lily told Youngshin that she likes chicken, and she asked if he likes chicken too. Youngshin says he likes pizza more. Lim was listening to their conversation. He felt proud of Lily because even though her Korean was a bit clumsy, she was still trying. She was showing great passion for those 4 sets of boneless chicken. He continued to listen in and he heard Youngshin telling Lily that he had more cool things he made in his room. He asked her if she wanted to see. Youngshin's mom couldn't believe it. She never thought the day would come when her son would speak to someone he doesn't know. Lim, on the other hand, was beginning to get concerned. He wondered if Youngshin had fallen for Lily. His concerns were quickly suppressed because he was able to acquire Youngshin, who will produce superhuman equipment that will be worth hundreds of billions in the future. The next day after this encounter, Youngshin became a member of the White House Guild and he produced his first combat uniforms. A few days later, Lim and Lily made their way to the White House Guild. The uniforms that Youngshin made was nice and Lim thought using the Orc Chieftain's leather was worth it. And as they walked, he asked Lily if she liked the new uniform. Lily said she liked it since it was comfortable and it had chicken and pizza shapes on it. Youngshin had made Lily's uniform while thinking about adding their 2 favorite meals together. Inside the White House Guild building, Lim and Lily ran into Wang and Beak. Wang quickly noticed their new uniforms and he told Lim that his uniform is old and he would need a new one as well. However, Lim stopped him saying he doesn't need anything like a combat uniform. Wang seemed jealous, so Lim told him that all he needs to do is follow the schedule he made for him and gain weight. Lim took a deep breath in. He did all the preparations he could in the short deadline he was given for his next quest. Beak asked the others to follow her, and while leading them to the elevator, she told them that they need to hurry because the on-site support team said they finished preparations. At the elevator door, she stopped and asked Lim if he did something new to his hair. Lim's new haircut was a complete mess, and he now realized why he was the only customer at the hair salon. A while later at the site, Beak and the portal guard got into an exchange. The portal guard told her that another guild will be heading in before the White House Guild. This angered her. The guard asked her to calm down, saying he was told the operation order had changed since the White House Guild came late. Beak angrily questioned the guard for the person that told him that. There are a total of 4 guilds that will be participating in the joint operation. The White House Guild, the Warrior Guild, the Red Shark Guild, and the Black Hound Guild, and Lim could tell that the other 3 guilds were trying to screw with them. Lim says to Beak that there is no point in them arguing with the guard, and instead of getting more late, they should set off like they planned. Beak told Lim that even if he heads in now there wouldn't be much to get. She apologized, saying she should have made sure and confirmed their secluded time. Lim gathered the other by clapping his hands. He says they shouldn't get so disappointed, since they might pick up something even better than the other guilds. 2 hours after entering the labyrinth of corrupted souls, Beak informed Lim that the other guilds had cleared almost everything up ahead. Lim told her not to worry since dungeons and labyrinths have hidden rooms that you could stumble into. Lim had planned on bringing the other guilds with him, but they kicked away their chance. In his previous life, the initial difficulty level of the labyrinth of the corrupted soul was B class, but after a few failed subjugations in a row, the class gradually rose up, and it ended up becoming one of the worst dungeons. As they traveled through the dungeon by car, Lim noticed something up ahead and he ordered all the vehicles to stop. He got out of the car and ordered Wang to stay by the car and protect the others. Up ahead, Lim could hear the growls of what seemed to be monsters. The reason why this dungeon was named Labyrinth of Corrupted Soul is because it turned those who entered the dungeon into monsters. Seeing the members of the other guild mindlessly approach Lim like zombies, left Chen Xiao and Chen Li Nam and the others stunned. Because of what they were wearing, Lim began to wonder if they were members of the Red Shark Guild, and from the state they were in he guessed that they were stung by a zombie. The zombie's stinger is strong enough to pierce through combat uniforms, so Lim concluded that the hunters in front of him got stung after letting their guards down. It also looked like they separated from the other guilds, and Lim thought this was for the best. He called for Wang and he instructed him to show them the results of his training. Confused, Wang asked Lim if he wanted him to go in alone. Lim said yes, and he explained that he and the others will get infected if they get scratched by them. Wang began to protest, saying if they will get infected, so will he. Lim told Wang not to be a wimp. He smacked him in the back with mana and sent him flying towards the infected hunters. Wang quickly activated his petrified state, saying he will do his best. Lim was impressed because Wang's petrified state was a lot better than when he just started training. Before Wang could attack, Lim told him that he couldn't kill the infected people. This confused Wang and he wondered what he should do. Lim told him to figure it out himself. So Wang threw a punch at one of the infected person, and to his surprise he landed the hit, and he managed to knock the infected person out. This gave him the confidence he needed to rush at the infected Red Shark Guild members. Lily got out of the car and approached Lim. She told him that she was bored, and she asked why they couldn't just burn all the infected people. Lim told her that the infected people are guild members, so she shouldn't think about striking them down. Lim turned to the support team asking if they were good to go. Chen Li Nam had his camera set up and he told Lim that he was ready. Lim was impressed. He told Chen Li Nam that they will be using his videos to claim compensation, and he kindly asked him to record the video well. Chen Xiao got out of the car saying she finished preparing the insect repellent suits. Lim asked her and the others to put them on. Chen Il Nam got out of the car next, saying he brought the antidote that Lim entrusted with him. With everything prepared, Lim turned his attention to the battle. It looked like Wang was reaching his limit, however he was able to take care of the Red Shark's on-site support team members that were infected. The 5 that were left are hunters and they were giving Wang trouble. Lim quickly made his way through the 5, knocking them out. This left Wang speechless because Lim did what he couldn't so easily. With this, Lim announced the situation is cleared, and he asked Wang to place the infected Red Shark Guild members in a line. Lim prepared a lot of things for this dungeon, and one of those things was an outstanding antidote to the zombie's poison. The perfect window to take the antidote is 10 minutes after being stung. When 10 minutes pass, the infected begin to behave erratically, and after half an hour they become slaves that protect the zombie's hive. Lim gave one of the Red Shark Guild members the antidote. He could clearly tell that they have been infected for more than half an hour, so he expected them to have issues with their intelligence for a while after they wake up. Lim turned to the others asking them to step back for a moment. He plans to save the Red Shark Guild members so he can use them later. In this world, the ones with talent can focus on it and improve their strength, but for talentless people like Lim, they have to gather several skills under their belt. That's the reason why Lim traveled through dimensions in his previous life. He went to the Gaia continent, Murim, the underworld, and the Byron continent. Thanks to the magic and martial arts he learnt through his travels, he was able to survive long enough to retire. After using the antidotes on the Red Shark Guild members, Lim took out a whistle and blew it loudly. This was one of the things he picked up. It's a procedure that allows him to control low IQ animals, and because the Red Shark Guild members would be brain dead for a while, the procedure worked. He called the Red Shark Guild members to attention, saying they will be fighting alongside them. The Red Shark Guild members didn't respond because they were still brain dead. However, Lim took their silence as them agreeing, and he ordered them to start hunting the zombies. A while later they had traveled deep inside the labyrinth. Deep inside the zombie nest, Wang called out to Lim telling him he was able to capture the queen zombie. But he was having trouble because there were too many zombies around. Lim turned to Lily and he told her to burn the rest of the zombies quickly so they could eat lunch. Lily activated a flamethrower spell and she began burning the zombies in the nest. A while later Lily finished cleaning up the zombies and was playing with the Red Shark Guild members. Jin Xiaola approached Lim surprised that the Red Shark Guild members were being so cooperative. She turned to Lim asking if he did anything sketchy to them. Lim told Jin Xiaola that the Red Shark Guild members are just expressing their gratitude to him for saving them. He says they told him themselves that they would cooperate with the White House Guild. He told the group that they should get moving since the anti-insect suit inspections were done. However, as they started moving, Lily noticed something up ahead and she stopped them. It was the Warrior Guild members and they had been infected as well, and Lily recognized one of them that harassed her and Lim during the snail dungeon. A short while later Lim had made quick work of the Warrior Guild members and he had them under his control. As they continued through the dungeon, Lim was growing more concerned. He began to wonder why the dungeon was much easier than he thought. On day 4 of the labyrinth raid they were having an issue with supplies, because a monster bit through their bags and ate their supplies. Lim observed the bite marks and from there he concluded that the monsters are in a nearby location. He called Lily and he told her to bring the army. Lily blew a whistle, and an army of brain-dead hunters went through the labyrinth looking for red-eyed poisonous rats. After the rats were found, they were quickly dealt with. Lim was happy he handed over control of the other guild's members to Lily, because things were much easier for him, and it seemed like Lily was enjoying herself. But again, Lim couldn't help but worry. It's true that he prepared many things for various situations, but everything was going too smoothly. Lim concluded that he should be more careful since the boss was still out there somewhere. Lim began to spread his mana throughout the dungeon and he was able to locate the demonic mirror bat, the midpoint boss. The demonic mirror bat was quickly approaching, so Lim told Wang and Lily to prepare for battle, and he asked for all vehicles to move back while Wang advanced to the front line. Lim also sent in the other guild members. Since they had been brainwashed already, the demonic bat's mirror won't work on them. The demonic mirror bat shows illusions to whoever looks in its mirror, and it turns them into its personal puppets. Lim quickly realized that his team members needed to be careful. He called out to Wang, who was rushing to the front lines, and he told him not to look into the bat's mirror, but it was too late. This irritated Lim and he began cursing at Wang. Lily, thinking it was a game, joined in. As the battle continued, they were backed into a corner, so Lim asked Lily to block the pathway the demonic bat and its puppets were coming from. Lily quickly created a wall of fire, and Lim ordered the rest of the team to move back by at least 2 kilometers. He told them that he and Lily will gather information and join them soon. He also ordered the Red Shark Guild and the Warrior Guild members to join his crew. After they left, Lily asked Lim if she should burn everything now. Lim said usually he would give Lily the green light, but for now he asked her to get rid of the wall of fire. Lim quickly grabbed Lily and he activated the stealth skill. With this he was able to sneak around the puppets while looking for the demonic mirror bat. After locating the bat, Lim took some knife from his pockets and he threw it at the demonic mirror bat. However, it was able to dodge. It seemed like stealth wouldn't work on the bat. The demonic bat's mirror skill activated, and the bat's mirror started glowing red, and the light quickly span over the entire room. Lim acted quickly and he covered Lily's eyes. Lim was able to determine the demonic bat's pattern, so Lim decided to retreat for now. Lim went back and met up with the others. He was greeted by the triplets who were excited to see him. Lim told them that they didn't have much time, and he quickly explained to them his plan. A little while later, Lim announced that the demonic bat was here. He quickly ordered for the retreat of the equipment team, since reinforcement was complete. The demonic bat was thrown off by the Red Shark Guild and the Warrior Guild members, who Lim had dressed in a mirror suit. Using this opportunity, Lim tried to strike the bat down, however it evaded him. Lim called out to Lily, and she used the fireball skill, but the bat was able to dodge that as well. As it teased Lily for missing her fireball spell, Lim was able to trap it using the shield from his relic. Lim quickly moved to attack, but the bat managed to break free and dodge Lim's attack. As Lim was falling to the ground, Lily provided a place for him to stand with the shield from the relic. Lim realized that he couldn't beat the bat with speed, so he had to tire it out. He began to attack the bat continuously without rest, and eventually he was able to catch the bat lacking and he beheaded it. Lim smiled menacingly, saying he will be taking the bat's mirror for himself. After they defeated the bat, they continued making their way through the labyrinth and they came across a giant gate. Lily turned to Lim asking if this was finally the end. Lim told her not to let her guard down just because they were able to get here so easily, and he ordered the Red Shark Guild and the Warrior Guild members to open the gate for them. As they opened the door, Lily asked Lim if Pushover Wang was going to be like that forever, and Lim says he planned on leaving Wang like that until they defeated the boss. He had a feeling that Wang was going to get brainwashed again if he set him free. Behind the giant gates, a skeleton monster wearing a mage cloak was waiting for them. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button.